Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to watch Annotate emergency meeting together. This is very important meeting, and Annotate in this meeting explains to stop commenting on other people's life and live your life, do adventures and take risks. He also talks about the importance of brotherhood. We also seen Annotate and Christian Tate's speech together, and at the end of the video he gives an important life lesson, and a message of the emergency meeting is live your life. So without wasting any time, let's start our video.
Hi friends.
You know, Andrew, I've been scanning the internet over the last 4 days. And once we announced our Mad Max desert crossing at the Camel Junction Point super plan, I don't think many people believed we'd actually make it back to Dubai, or that we'd even try to get back to Dubai.
The Tates are just talking for clout. They're not actually going to go back.
Crying their eyes out. You know why they think that?
Because they're babies themselves.
And they wouldn't go back.
Because they're babies.
And they don't make the brave choice, ever.
Because they're babies.
But as you can see, this building is an iconic building. It is known as the Tate Pagani Penthouse, one of the most famous landmarks now in the world. Unfakeable. This is not CGI. This is not fucking studio in fucking Romania. I could be fucking Aikido throughout this whole fucking penthouse.
Nice. Nice. Penthouse Aikido. Anti-CGI Aikido.
Anti...
AI that if you dare.
AI that if you fucking dare.
Coward. No, the
Got
truth,
the Road Warrior hat?
the truth is this. There's a lot of people now whose lives are basically commenting on things that happen everywhere else all around them.
Yes.
How many 21-year-olds or 33-year-olds or 27-year-olds during the first wars in the Middle East in the 90s became obsessed with them, obsessed with tracking what was going on, and stopped living their real life? None. But now everybody is sitting on Twitter, constantly refreshing, constantly checking Telegram groups, monitoring the situation. People are so stuck in the matrix that they're constantly obsessed with all of the world's problems. And the world is a big place. If there's not a problem in the Middle East, there's a problem somewhere else. And there's been problems which have happened during this problem in the Middle East, which you haven't acknowledged because this problem is larger. However, if this problem didn't exist, you would then be sitting online complaining about, concerned with, and obsessing over those things.
It's an information overload, Andrew.
And that's right.
And in this information overload, you can go back to the 1960s. You can do what people used to do. Oh, there's something going on in Dubai? Well, let's go to fucking Dubai and see what's going on. That's what we do. That's what we did during COVID. That's what we do all the time. We always make the brave choice. And you know the thing is, Andrew, worry is the debt paid to disaster before it's due.
Correct.
This is a world full of warriors, but very few warriors, you know?
Absolutely.
People panic and cry about how scary things might be if they were to do something. You're never going to do it in the fucking first place. What are you worried about?
The people...
It's very often a lot less traumatic and scary than it actually fucking seems. Why wasn't everyone doing what we were doing? Why didn't everybody who's ever been to Dubai before jump on the bandwagon besides our niggas from the war room? Why?
Because people are getting their dopamine from constantly commenting on other people's lives and world events. You are the most pathetic individual alive if you do nothing interesting or of risk yourself. And then you just sit there, watch other people do it, and give your opinion.
Yeah.
Whether it's good or bad. I think that's a good thing, I think that's a bad thing. I sit on my computer for 10 hours a day. This is what I think about how that person's living their life. This is what I think about that event. This is what I think about that event. What story do you have? What story do you have to tell? Because if you're going to tell an entertaining story, if you get a group of 20 people in a room and you want to tell them a story that enthralls them, it's going to involve risk. It's going to involve danger. It's going to involve misfortune. You can't tell a story where everything goes perfectly well all of the time and anybody give a shit. The essence of man, what built the modern world, were men who took risks. Men who sat there and thought, you know what, perhaps there is danger over there, but it will be a story. And for the story alone, I'm going to go. I don't need an objective outside of the fact that I have now sailed the 7 Seas. That's what built the modern world. And the reason most men do not understand our decisions anymore is because they lack the number one thing that we have, which has always supercharged us, which is brotherhood. When you have brotherhood, when you have men beside you, you feel brave. We get messages all day, every day from war room soldiers saying, do you want to come on this adventure? Do you want to come and do this? Which man is up for this task? Who can help me with the logistics to this difficult objective? When you have brotherhood, adventure comes into your life because men around you are trying to offer you and trying to elicit your help to do very exciting things. When you're a person who has very few friends, or you're a person who upset everybody around you because nobody really likes you, then all you can do is sit on the internet and comment on the adventures that other people have.
Yeah.
We would not have done this alone. We did this because we're together. That's what this was about. It was about me and you going through a story so that we can talk about the story, so that we have another amazing memory. And every single thing that has ever happened to us, even the bad things, even the jail, even the arrest, in retrospect, they are all amazing stories because we did them together.
And you know what's going to happen? I mean, in a hypothetical universe, even me, even you, any man on the planet, if he owned a property in Dubai and property in London, for example, and he was a European Dubai guy, and he wasn't in Dubai, but he had no male friends. Even me, I have no male friends, and I'm married to a woman, and I have 2 kids, and she's saying, don't go, don't go, don't go. I probably wouldn't go.
Of course not.
Wouldn't have a reason to go.
Of course not.
And that's most men's life. They have no masculine friendship around them, and they've got their wives in their ear, they've got other people in their ear, they've got the cowards they work with in their ear. Oh, you can't go there. You actually can. You can basically just do things. You realize that? The world is like, you know, in video games, right? In video games, as they got better over the last 15 years, there's new things you could do. You can interact with this chair, you can interact with this, and you could do more things. In the world, you could do anything you like. I could kick this camera over right now and scream fuck emergency meetings. I could smash my TV up with a hammer. I can do things. You can just do whatever you like. So when I knew there was a possibility that I could get into Dubai at this crucial time, I had to take it. But here's what's going to happen. Let me predict the future. You know, I saw our old clips of Sweden. When COVID kicked off, nobody knew COVID was bullshit, not even me and you. Everybody was hidden, everyone was scared, everyone was locked in their houses, and me and you were walking around Sweden, fucking bitches, going to restaurants, enjoying our lives. I saw that clip posted a few months ago, somewhere online, can't remember, maybe Rumble. And the comment section, half the people were, LOL, yeah, I remember this, takes are legends. And a lot of the people would be like, well, COVID was bullshit anyway, so that's not good. Yes, and you know what probably is going to happen? The UAE is going to be completely safe. No more hotels are going to catch fire. No more drones are going to fall in parking lots. No one's probably going to get killed here. And I mean, the airline's opening up now. Everyone's flying back and forth. In a few days, people are going to be flying back, flying away. And everything, I think, may normalize here. And when it normalizes, you're going to have people saying, yeah, I mean, Dubai was safe anyway, and they went. Nigga, I didn't know that. I didn't know COVID wasn't deadly, and I didn't know it was going to be safe here. I didn't know these things, but I took the fucking chance, and that's what separates me from everybody else.
That's what separates us from everyone, because we could be wrong, but we still take the chance. And in retrospect, no one will give us credit for it. But now they call us stupid. In the future, they'll say, well, there was no risk anyway. You can't please these people, and you can't please them because they're scared to take risks themselves. They're scared to go on an adventure. They'd rather sit there and give their opinions. Because you know what happens if you sit on the internet for long enough? If you digest enough information and you complain or give your opinions on, if you opine on other people's adventures or the news events, you get little rushes of dopamine. You're addicted to the algorithm.
You begin to believe that matters.
You begin to believe you're living a life. Even if, especially if you have a few followers. You think, I've got followers and I'm talking about this, so I'm living a life. You live a life when you go outside and you do something. Not go outside and walk around and go to a restaurant. When you go outside and go on an adventure. This is one of our coolest stories. We have so many amazing stories, Tristan and I. We can sit for 12 hours in a row and blow your mind with stories that surpass yours. Your best story is when you got drunk in Spain and slept with a girl. That's nothing to us. And all of our day. It's every day. And all of our bravery, the fact that we're constantly prepared to take risk, is also how we got to the top. This is who we are because this is the mark of men. Men act in uncertain circumstance. Men act and do things which are risky, knowing they may lose.
Sorry for interrupting you between the video, but if you don't want to listen to my commentary and my perspective on this video, you can skip 3 to 5 minutes and you can watch the remaining video of Andrew Tate emergency meeting peacefully. So we have all these notes and we learn a lot of things in this emergency meeting. This is the middle part of the video. You can skip if you don't want to listen to me, because a lot of people don't like to listen to my perspective and listen to my voice. So you can skip 3 to 5 minutes and the remaining video you can watch. So Andrew Tate first explains and teaches to stop commenting on other people's life. Like a lot of people comments on other people's life, hey, you do this and he is doing this. So we have to stop commenting on others people adventures and make our adventures. So he tells us to go out, travel the world. Even if you can't travel the world, you should travel the country, you should travel your country. So he says to do adventures, to do adventurous thing and take risks. Do adventurous thing and take risks, so you have a lot of story and make stories, so you can tell other people. And he also tells that I have been in a room with the millionaire, I have been in a room with the billionaires, and I have been in a room with the hedge fund managers and other professions. So he tells that, and he teaches us, I have the best stories. Even the billionaire, he have been with the billionaire in a room, but then he sorry for this, then he tells us that he has the best stories in every room he have been. So do adventurous thing and take risks, so you have many and many adventurous story to tell people, to tell your children, to tell your grandchildren, to tell your friends, to tell your girlfriend that look, I did this, I went to this country and there is a lot of adventure and a lot of stories. The other thing, he tells us the importance of brotherhood. He tells that if I was alone and Christian was not with me, I would be not made it. So he tells us the brotherhood together. I'm not saying if you are alone and you don't have a brother, you can't do it. You, of course you can, but the importance of brotherhood is important. You can make friends as brother. You can have other men as brother, and you can do adventurous thing with them. You can make money with them. You can grow with them. You can go to the gym with them. They will protect you from bad things. If you are in a good circle, if you are in a right circle, you will make 10x your money. If you are in a right circle, your body gets more in shape if you are in good circle. So he explains the importance of brotherhood. The other thing Christian Tate explains or teaches, he tells us that he can do anything with money. Like he can break the glasses of his house, he can break the camera, he can put a hammer and break the TV. Because he have money, he will buy another one, and with money he have freedom, and he can do anything he wants. He can travel the world, he can do adventurous thing. So the important lesson is to make money, so you can do anything you want. You can do adventurous thing, you take risk, and if you lose, you just don't care, because you have a bunch of money to take risks. So enjoy your video.
Men act anyway, and everybody having opinions on what we do is the reason we are Earth's main characters. It doesn't matter if you talk bad about us. It doesn't matter if you talk good about us. The fact is, you talk about us and we don't talk about you because we're living our life and you're watching us live our life and we don't know what you're doing. And that is why we forever remain the most relevant people in the world. It is your job as men to find brothers who are brave, who will inspire you to go on adventures. On your deathbed, you will be talking about the adventures you undertook. You will not be talking about the time you gave your opinion on someone else's adventure. You will not talk about the time you gave your opinion on politics. You will not talk about the time you gave your opinion on some far-flung event on the other side of the world. No, you will talk about the time you either went there or you fully ignored it and fell in love with a beautiful girl you met at a coffee shop and had some kids. Do something that matters. Find some brothers who are brave to do things alongside you and live your life. People are getting so caught up in the matrix, so deep down this rabbit hole, waking up and scrolling all day long, trying to understand all these events they cannot control and they cannot influence. You are wasting your life. Tristan and I didn't get rich to hide in a bunker. We didn't get rich to disappear. Those people who say, I'd love to be rich and anonymous, that's the best life. Those people are cowards. Those people are afraid of being targeted. They're afraid of judicial authorities. Those people are cowards. My brother and I are not cowards. Everyone knows us. Everyone knows we're rich. We've been to Kazakhstan, New York, Las Vegas, Miami, Bahamas, Romania, across the desert into Dubai, Turkey, Istanbul.
Everyone knows us in the world.
Everyone knows us and everybody knows we have money and we still do it. We still travel the entire world. We did all of that in 6 short weeks because we're living a fantastic life and we have amazing stories to tell. You don't want to be rich and anonymous because if you're anonymous, you can't leave a mark on the world. No matter what amazing things you do, it's not going to be attributed to you. When we die, a lot of people will celebrate, a lot of people will be sad, but there'll be a long footnote, a very long article about all the amazing things we did. You're going to know exactly what we did. You know exactly who the fuck I am. I'm not hiding. I don't want to be anon. I want to leave a mark on this planet. I want to be remembered in history, as did Napoleon, as did Genghis Khan, as did Alexander the Great. You can't remember the coward who wanted to be rich and anonymous. And you can't remember the coward who sat at home giving his opinion on Alexander the Great's military movements from his house. Those people are nobodies and they will continue to be nobodies. Men take action, and if you want to take action, you need a brotherhood and you have to accept that there is a degree of risk in all things.
You know, the best tweet, the best comment actually on social media I've ever heard came from comedian Dave Chappelle, who famously doesn't use social media. He probably has management teams who run his pages, but he doesn't use social media at all. And he was talking about a time when he offended his fan base. And he said, and they dragged my ass all over Twitter, but I didn't mind because Twitter's not a real place. And that's the coolest quote, I think, that sums up social media from somebody like him who lives inside of the real world. Do you remember when Twitter started? I remember Twitter 1.0. Twitter 1.0 was, you put your name, Mark Smith, David Allen, Andrew Tate, and you would tweet what you did. Just went for a coffee. Do you remember? Mm-hmm. Went to the shop. Just took the kids to the park. And you follow people to watch what they did. If I followed Andrew Tate, I knew when he went to the shop, I knew when he drove his car, I knew when he did X, Y, and Z. That's what Twitter was originally. Now, Twitter is much better as a platform today, technologically, but I think the user base needs to bring it back. People follow you, why? Oh, because you say interesting things about what Hillary Clinton is supposed to have done. Great. Who are you? Oh, nobody knows. Great. What the fuck are you wasting your time for? Hillary Clinton doesn't even know who you are.
I'm the opinion master. Here's what I think about what this guy did. Grow some balls and live a life.
Whereas me and you are some of the only people in the world still followed to watch what we do. We are Internet 1.0. We were the original formula. That's why, you know, going viral is easy. I've seen people come and go in the last 10 years. They go viral, they disappear. They go viral, they disappear. They blow up, they disappear. And this happens all the time. Since me and you started going viral in about 2020, there hasn't been a single 30 to 60 day period where something about us has not gone viral. And why do we stay viral? Are we internet algorithm experts? A little bit. I mean, we do know our stuff and we're certainly great internet marketers, but people follow us to watch what we're up to. It's a reality TV show streaming in 4K IRL. When you follow me, you see what I did, as well as some opinions of mine. but you have to at least have the fucking mix. That's what's broken about the internet. If everybody on Twitter today stopped posting about what other people was doing, changed their name so you know who the person is, or at least had a bio that described themselves, hey, I'm a father of 3 and I live in Nebraska, blah, blah, blah. And you start saying, took the kids to school today, built this wooden thing in my workshop with the children, and started posting pictures. You don't have to dox yourself fully, but the internet would be just a much better place. Because people would think, I'm going to post online. What should I do? This is what me and you do. We need content for the internet. What should we do? Not, what do you think about this? Let's type up a massive fucking paragraph about someone who doesn't even know who we are.
Fuck the internet. We'd do this anyway.
We were doing this. This is the thing. The reason Andrew and I started making internet content wasn't for money, wasn't for fame particularly. We were already quite rich. And I know what? I know we were because we were at a test drive of a new Ferrari model that was being released. Maybe the 488 was being released, or the 458. I don't know how many years ago this was. And we'd been invited to Switzerland to test drive them on a track. And we were staying in a 5-star hotel for free. We'd flown in first class. We weren't at private jet level yet. And we were driving these Ferraris around the track. And we were sitting in the hotel afterwards drinking coffee. And you said to me, Tristan, the internet's full of crap, and all these vloggers and bloggers are all losers. What we just did over the last 2 days is much cooler content if it was filmed than what any of these other guys did. So we hired some cameraman who didn't really know what he was doing to badly edit videos and start putting them up, and we just did it as a matter of habit. And now we are 2 of the most famous, well-known people on planet Earth. Love us or hate us, you know my motherfucking name, and you're still watching. Love me or hate me, you still watched.
So this is just another adventure to add to the long list of adventures we've undertaken, and we hope we inspire you to find some brothers, find some guys you can trust, find some guys you can rely on. Gentlemen, there is no better feeling than looking around you and seeing 5 or 6 men you trust, knowing it's you against the odds. That is the best feeling a man can experience. This is primal. This is biological. This is how men have been since the dawn of time. My gang against the odds. My army against yours. My team against the other team. You don't want to be an observer. You don't want to be in the stands. You want to be on the field. You need to take risks. You need to go on adventures. The reason we did this adventure is because we were in Kazakhstan, which is a whole nother story we haven't told you yet.
So
I said, I don't believe this war is real. And someone said, why don't you go there then? So I said to Tristan, this person is saying we should go there. And Tristan goes, then let's fucking go. And here we are. It took us 3 days and we just got here. We barely slept. We're covered in sand.
Same clothes.
Same clothes.
Same hat.
And we're here right now telling you that that adventure was incredible. We're going to release the Take Confidential episode to see everything that happened so you guys can watch all of it chronologically. And we hope we inspire you to go out and take adventures and do amazing things, because that's how the world is built. We are sinking into a version of the Matrix where everybody is addicted to so much information, so much dopamine, so much monitoring of the situation, so many opinions on everyone else. You sit there at a computer and you consume food so you can burn those calories talking about other people and what they've done while doing nothing yourself. It is time to get up. It is time to be a man. It is time to take action. And you need to be the person with the most interesting story in the room. I have never been in a room, and I've been in a room with billionaires. I've been in a room with other famous people. I've been in a room with all the hedge fund managers, all the actors, the leaders of state, everybody. I've never been in a room with anybody who has a more interesting story than me. Whether I tell the time I snuck into Dubai during World War III, the Jamaica story, the COVID story, all of our stories, Romanian jail, our stories are the best fucking stories on the fucking planet. And every single one of them was us as a team, as brothers. And that is the best experience of life. Brotherhood against the odds. You don't want a story where you're supposed to win. You don't want a story where it's easy. You don't want a story where it's safe. You want a story where it could have all gone fucking wrong. It almost fucking did, and you and your team pulled it off. That is what life as a man is all about. That's why we're here right now. We're here to prove our point. And truthfully, to be honest, it's completely normal. But we didn't know that.
Exactly, like COVID was completely normal. And what's going to happen is I'm going to be in Dubai because I live here. I'm going to travel as normal. In fact, I'm so busy, I have other things to do in other places in the world that I should have gone to. I should have gone to Miami. I should have gone to Belarus. I've got places that I need to fly to that weren't Dubai. But I'm not going to have one nigger on the internet saying, oh, well, they're not in Dubai now. They don't really love it that much. Here I am.
So gentlemen, live your life. That is our lesson for this emergency meeting. This is a brand new year. You made all these amazing New Year's resolutions. You had all these fantastic plans you were going to do, all the things about your life that was supposed to change. And let's be honest, we're a few months in and absolutely nothing has changed. You need to plan an adventure this year that you seriously undertake. Not a holiday, not a I'm going to go sleep with girls and sit around in a hotel. No, an actual adventure. Find some guys, team up, brother up, and go get an adventure done. And when you get that done, you're going to feel better about yourself, you're going to learn more about the world, and you're going to have some true friends, because brotherhood is forged in difficulty. If you have brothers and you've never been to war together, they're not really your brothers. That's why prison friends are the best friends. That's why army friends are the best friends. That's why even sports team friends are the best friends, because you suffered together. Brotherhood is based on mutual and shared suffering. If you're going to suffer with your brothers, then you're going to truly respect them and you're going to know what they are capable of. As well as that, you're going to build competence. You're going to feel like you're the kind of person who goes, I survived X, Y, and Z, so I can survive whatever comes next. And that bravado, that endless competence, the ability to know that you can get through anything because you've got through so much before, is going to give you an edge over all these people who sit there and have opinions about what you do. When you choose what adventure you're going to do, everyone's going to have an opinion about it. Everyone's going to talk about it. People are going to drag you down. People are going to try and make fun of you. Some people are going to say you're great. Some people are going to say you're bad. But they're talking about you. They're eating food and talking about you. They are your staff. They are your promoters. They are your fans. They are the reason everyone's going to know your name, whether they hate you or otherwise. And when you sit there with your brothers struggling and suffering and getting out the other end, you're going to have the best friends you could ever hope for on the planet. If you want gentlemen who are undertaking adventures all around the world, if you want to meet men in Kazakhstan, Mongolia, Thailand, Croatia, America, all across Africa, in every single nation on the planet who are undertaking constant adventures, if you want to be next to competent men, prove yourself and have them prove themselves to you, then you can join the War Room at thewarroom.ag. That's all we do. The only reason this was possible is because we messaged the War Room and said, we want to do this. Who's in Saudi? Who's in Oman? Who's in UAE? Who can get us buggies? Who can get us water? Who can get us protein? Who can go check the border and see how long the wait is? Do we need a visa? We have an adventure group of real soldiers who are prepared to go out there and get things done because they know life is for living. And you need the same thing or you're never going to be happy. There's no point in having money if you don't go on adventures. There's no point in having a car, no point in having a pretty girl, no point in having a nice house.
No point being in shape.
No point being in shape, no point in having those fancy shoes or that nice watch. Nobody gives a shit about any of that. You're doing that to try and show status, but true status is shown via competence, and competence cannot be faked. Competence comes from testing yourself, going out there into the wilderness, coming back alive. That's what's going to give you the vibe, the sauce, the energy that women are dying for. That's what's going to give you the vibe, the sauce, the energy that other men can spot, and they're going to show you instant respect. You need to go test yourself, and you need to win.
Do you know how many women have DM'd me across all my various social medias? Oh my God, you're so brave. When can I come to Dubai? Wink, wink. Never, ho, but thanks to the validation.
Oh, of course, because we're the only people having fun in this world.
Yeah.
None of the things that used to be fun are even fun anymore. No one cares about champagne shows and clubs. Nobody gives a shit about restaurants. Adventure is fun. And it's getting harder and harder to have adventure because everybody is getting deeper and deeper sucked into the algorithms. Your life is controlled by an algorithm. You're obsessing over an algorithm. Give it up. Stop talking about everyone else. Stop thinking about world events that don't affect you and go on an adventure. That's our message to everybody here at the end of this emergency meeting. Let's see what super chats we have. And then, because we haven't slept in 3 days.
Yeah. Let's go out and get drunk and have cigars, yeah.
Well, I don't drink, but I'll have a cigar with you. I'm not your fucking cousin, bro.
Yeah, no, true.
If you want to go out, we'll go out, put a photo up in an hour, us out. I'm not your fucking cousin.
All right, so 1 second. So I'm going to change out of my Road Warrior hat because Road Warrior is done. I'm going to put on a suit. Let's go to a fucking restaurant, get some shisha, get some fucking champagne, get some gin and tonics, and have a good, because I'm tired, you know? I need a cigar and some gin and tonics.
Okay, well, I'm going to wear the same clothes, and I'm not drinking, but I'm not your cousin, so if you want to go out, we'll go out. But we have been on the road for 3 days. We probably should just go to bed. Okay. Don't look at me like I've turned down an adventure. It's just food.
Right.
See what I mean about brotherhood? See, now I'm fucking stuck. I just want to say thank you to you both. You're the only ones that helped me actually change my life, started my own agency, and selling AI 2 years ago. I 100% support everything you guys do and say. Digital Edge Designs, thank you very much, $100 super chat. Thank you very much, sir. And you know, that's probably the most amazing thing that we hear when we travel the world, when these crowds come up to us. They say, you changed my life. We hear that from thousands of men a year. And knowing that we're helping all of you see the truth, see beyond the code and the matrix, fuck off the algos, fuck off the bullshit on the internet, understand it's all fake, understand it's all lies, and actually live your life and go out there and be happy, that's the best validation we could ever hope for. $50, cool hat, Tristan. No, sorry, wait. Cool hat Tristan, I'm lying. That's a shit hat.
He didn't say that.
I hate your hat
He's
and
lying.
don't
Andrew's
come
lying.
on emergency meetings.
Andrew's lying.
That's from.
He says cool hat. And he says, I love your adventure stories. Glad you guys are safe.
And we got one more super chat here.
That's from a girl, Rachel. Thanks, Rachel. If you like my hat, I look better when I'm wearing only the hat.
No, you don't. All right, gentlemen. So that was just a quick emergency meeting. Thank you very much. We hope we've inspired you to go on an adventure.
We did it.
If you're undertaking any adventures, guys, tag me on them at any time on Twitter. If I like what I see, I might amplify it for you, promote your social medias if you're ever going on an amazing adventure. And if you want a group of brothers who are constantly looking for something to do, we have adventures planned all across the year. We have 3 war room events in Dubai coming up next week. We have 3 war room events in Dubai. We have war room events in Bangkok. We have a war room event in Croatia. We have yachts in Turkey. We have a war room event in Azerbaijan. We have Armenia. We have crazy events coming up all around the world. You can find out about them. Go search, look them up at thewarroom.ag.
So I have learned a lot of things from this video. You can see I made a lot of notes, and I write things on a notebook. I also suggested you to write things on a notebook so you can read it later and remind the lesson you have learned last week. So first thing first, he said in his video to stop commenting on other people's life and do adventurous thing and take risk. I already discussed these things in past, and make new stories. So you have a lot of story. If you make more story, if you do adventurous thing, if you take risk, you have a lot of stories to tell your family, your friends, etc, and your girlfriends. Sorry, and your girlfriend, not girlfriends. So you have to make stories, and you can tell adventurous stories to other people. So this is also the attractive trait. If you have a lot of story, people will attract it to you. There is an attraction in you. And other thing, he talk about brotherhood. He talks that with brotherhood I can do anything I want. I can do all things. All things are possible to him if my brother is with me, if my cousins is with me, if men who protect me around me. And that's why he is successful. He do everything with his brothers. He do business with his brothers. He do adventurous thing. He travels. He do all the things. So it's important to make brotherhood. It's important to make a strong brotherhood. So when you are in bad times, your brothers are with you. Like when Andrew was in the jail, Christian was with him in a same cell. So that teaches us anything I have learned from Andrew Tate, I forget, but I will never forget one thing, that is brotherhood. The first thing and the last thing Andrew Tate teach me is the importance of brotherhood. And the other thing, Christian Tate tells us that he can do anything with money. So we have, and he tells us to make more money. So if we make more money, if we have a bunch of money, we can do anything we want. We can travel the world, we can make stories, we can do adventurous things, we can take risks. And if we lose, we don't care, because we have a bunch of money. That's the lesson Christian Tate tells us. And the other thing Christian Tate tells us is men take risk even they know they lose. So men take risk, they go out adventure, they do adventurous thing, they buy Bitcoin early, and if they lose, they just don't care because they have bunch of money. What happen if they take risk and lose? They lose their money. They don't care. Men don't care because men have a lot of money. Who take more risk have a lot of money. And if you take more risk, it's a chance. It's very common chance you will lose. But on the other hand, on the other side of the wall, you will win. There is a chance you will win. And if you take risk, you will, and you win, your life will be changed forever. So taking risk as a man is very important. And the most important thing in this video, Andrew Tate teaches us that Andrew Tate, leaves a mark on history, like Napoleon, Alexander the Great. People, when he died, he said that some people cry, some people laugh, some people be happy, some people be sad. But at the end of the day, he make history. People will remind me. Every news channel will capture when he died. Everyone knows his name. He's a famous person. And till I die, I will remember Andrew Tate, and I will tell my kids about Andrew Tate because he motivates me. He changed the way I think. And the message of this emergency meeting is live your life. Now, what Andrew Tate means with this sentence, with these three words, live your life, he means that to live your life, stop daydreaming, wake up, get alive, make a bunch of money, do adventurous thing, make brotherhood, take risk. Even if you lose, you win. You just have to try and take risk, and then you have a lot of story to tell, and you really lived your life by taking risk and doing adventurous thing. Taking risk and doing adventurous thing both requires money. So first we have to make a bunch of money. First we have to work and work, so we have a lot of money, then we can live our life adventurous. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope we all get successful in our life, and I will be more consistent in uploading my videos, and I will once my YouTube channel is monetized, I will stop giving my perspective and my thoughts, and stop talking and starts uploading videos. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.